because you want to go to heaven? Is your salvation in the sky? Do your amps all read 11? Is the fantasy your head's in one that isn't selfish? Do you see me as your brethren? Will you join me in my rebellious behavior that will help us finally win the war? If you advocate for wellness, you're fighting for the cure. It's us versus us, not us versus them. The struggle's so rough, I'll say it again. It's us versus us, not us versus them. Once we've had enough, their supremacy ends. I said it's us versus us, not us versus them. The struggle's so rough that I'll say it again. I said it's us versus us, not us versus them. When the Goyim erupts, the quarantine ends. The home is where it starts. Who's daddy's favorite team? As kids we feel our parts to live our parents' dream. And when they lose their minds and scream in a way we wish we could at a television screen, we're programmed, it's all good. As long as it's your hood, you're allowed to act a fool. It's almost like you should, when at war, not keep your cool. But if you jump into a pool just because you're told to do it, you can't complain from crybaby school when you're wet and feeling stupid. It's us versus us, not us versus them. Once we've had enough, their supremacy ends. I said it's us versus us, not us versus them. The struggle's so rough that I'll say it again. I said it's us versus us, not us versus them. When the Goyim erupts, the quarantine ends.
Oh, go! How's it going, man? Man, you don't normally get to be first.
So since we've all been trained to have the simple mind of soldiers,
what are we distracted by today?
Commandeer the plane before we crash and smolder. We're only getting older. Our wisdom teeth are pulled.
Our wisdom teeth are pulled.
The boulder since the avalanche of resistance is the bull in secret China shop.
Israel's secret China shop.
Until the Goyim scream,
it's time to stop.
The chosen will remain on top. Their pyramids a scheme. And our revolution includes the cops. We're on the same Goy team. I said it's us versus us.
Yeah, me trying to tell you guys the cops aren't the bad guys. It's weird, like I understand. Like that the truth is we need the police. We need the police to be on our team. We need the police to be Team Goyim and not just do their orders, just follow orders and violate their constitutional oath. Blah, blah, blah. We need that. But at the same time, where are they? Where are the good cops? I'm still waiting to see them. I'm still waiting to see the good cops that arrest the bad cops for violating people's civil rights. For abusing people, for abusing their position, for abusing their authority. Where are those cops? Where's the video of one cop or a group of cops assaulting someone and the good cop comes in and stops it? Wow. Wow.
I got my head, but my head is unraveling. Can't keep control, can't keep track of where it's traveling. I got my heart, but my heart's no good. You're the only one that's understood. I come along, but I don't know where you're taking me. You shouldn't go, but you're retching, dragging, shaking me. Turn off the sun, pull the stars from the sky. The more I give to you, I die. And want you.
Rarely is remake better than the original. But I think in this case, our version is better. I'll go, why aren't they letting you see our shit? Just watching people wake up to the pedos running the Western world. What do you mean the Western world? Why do you always throw in something weird like that? What makes you think it's the Western world? And it's definitely, I mean, by saying it's the pedos, you're obfuscating. You're doing what they want, because pedos crosses all the boundaries. It could be anybody. You know, as soon as you have to be a little more specific about things, and you have to acknowledge that it is the pedophile cult. It is the friar pedophile cult. That is the problem here. And unless people are addressing it straight up, you're actually doing what they need you to do. I really want to know what
Take me with you.
Trent has to say. I'd love to hear from Trent.
Take me with you. TBG. And I am grateful. Very, very grateful.
I think this is the cut version. I don't think this is the right one. Did he mess up? Did he move?
Mix. The way we see it, if they're gonna keep using the same hook to draw you into their nonsense,
Why can't we?
why can't we? Weinstein
didn't kill himself.
Weinstein didn't kill himself. I might be thinking someone else.
Man, we're not getting any comments today. Where's all the you suck comments? Where's all the shit talk? Come on. I'm not feeling bad about myself yet. You guys gotta make me feel bad about myself, remember?
Imagine you're some girl. Your world is your small town. Your prom gown's your future wedding dress. The amount of stress is best addressed by professionals. Yet the infectious pull to not be your mother smothers your brother's need for you to stay. So on your way, you what the hey, your pretty face chasing the sun as it sets. Hedging your bets, you step to the plate, not knowing how fate can make you a switch hitter. Spitters are quitters, and Mr. Sister, the bitter won't taste the sweet, sweet fame.
Mr. Sister. Are you talking about trans? I hate trans. It's them trans people's fault. Everything is the trans people's fault.
Someone else, but Weinstein's gonna kill himself.
The craziest part is trying to find, it's like, obviously, if we haven't surrounded, the buildings and demanded their heads on stakes yet, their shit's still working. And, you know, I'll get it on here. I'll get the people that'll come in here and be like, Trump 2028. Stupid shit like that. But it's always strange because you can't actually, like, there's no evidence. There's no argument. There's no, you know, they're just, it's just stupidity. And that's what you end up, you know, facing is just flat stupidity. There's nobody that seems to be able to make, you know, a even slightly decent argument as to why Trump should be, you know, allowed to break the law. Like, it's just strange, man. And the whole "I'm a better person than you" thing is true. You know, how many of you are adamantly, loudly, consistently
you're stuck with a bad decision,
putting yourself in some sort of negative situation because you say the things we're not supposed to say? I know Algo can fit in this category.
Answer me this. If fame
but for the most part, you know, and Algo is only this much to a degree. Because the reality is, you know, Algo still believes in Jesus. And if you believe in Jesus, you're a part of the problem. Not only are you a part of the problem, you're perpetuating the problem. It's just like with anything else. Like look at it this way. Like, look. If we were neighbors and it was a situation where, you know, across the street there was a pedophile ring, right? We knew it. Everybody in the neighborhood knew it, but especially me and said neighbor. Both of us knew it, and you know, had evidence. You know, we had film of it. We knew it was happening. Is the person that says, well, it's not my business, I'm going to keep it quiet as long as or I'm not going to say anything unless it affects me directly? Like, if my property values go down, or if, you know, I find out, like, one of my nieces or something like that, they got caught up in it, then I'll care. But until then, I'm just going to keep my head down and hope it fixes itself. Like, is that the better person, or is it the person that does everything they can within their power to try to expose this? You know, that takes every opportunity to say something to someone, that makes songs about it, that tries
things beautiful purple. You're purple, it rhymes and it's true. My heart's on my shirt, pull my sleeve and you. Since I savor the proof in your delectable pudding, I'm digging your roots, your
Cuba's so gooding.
I'm losing my footing while you knock off my socks. The options you're putting on me ups my stock. And as the hands of the clock don't even seem to touch you, you're a chicken, I'm a cock. You're great and you suck too.
You're great and you suck too. That's it. No one cares till it affects them directly. I mean, yes, but no, because a lot of those people that you know, that take that stance, they're the first ones to be like, oh, these black people, why these black people always gotta say stuff? You know, they definitely aren't the people that keep to themselves completely. You know, they're the first ones to bitch when they don't like it. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, this is such a weird, specific thing that it's really hard to find a comparable to it because it just doesn't exist. where everybody knows without a shadow of a doubt that this shit is happening, it's been happening, it continues to happen, blah, blah, blah. And we're just supposed to sort of be like, well, let's trust the people who have let it go this whole time. Like, it's not like the police and all that shit. Like, they knew about it. You know, people like to care about gay. Let a dude be wearing a dress, or let two dudes want to get married, or let somebody take down a statue, and people lose their shit over it. This doesn't affect them in the slightest, but they lose their shit over it.
So, you're so smoking far. Tell us if you think this is real. We'll show you all of our cards, and you tell us the deal. See, the wheels... reached out using Instagram.
Everything woke turns to shit. Well, maybe it's because you call it woke.
And the simplest plan often goes awry.
I mean, just something as stupid as that, right? How did it go from being awake to woke?
Reviewing the lines, we're shown that our
It's such a stupid thing. I'm woke. What? You wouldn't say that in any other context. Unless, of course, you were like some ghetto trash.
Who you can shine and who you leave in the shadows. You see who has the mind that you never had, so you won't even battle.
It's fucking ridiculous. But it's something that they did on purpose, right? They purposefully did that thing where they would, you know, that the thing that we identify as even compromised, something stupid. Woke means half asleep. No, it's sort of the past tense of awake, but only in certain contexts. Like, he woke up is how you would say it. But you wouldn't say he was woke this morning. It's a way to divide. It's a way to keep educated people, intelligent people from identifying with it. Because no intelligent person is going to say that shit. I'm woke. You know, you're a fucking clown shoe if you refer to yourself as woke.
He's a right ear with an earring, yet these Jews have such a hold that a guy who smokes the pole gets resentful.
He's a right ear with an earring.
You better believe to keep control, they secretly conspire. Like,
let's see. Do we go down? Let's go down this one first.
they light the fires. Yes, they pick
I like going down these old streets where I used to buy weed from here in Detroit. It's so hell. It's just such hell. Size matters. Oh yeah, I'm sure they've got the big sticks. So, one time, I'll tell you guys a quick story. One time, my buddy and I were driving through here, and look at this shit. It's all just gone. It's all gone. Holy fucking turds, man. It's all just gone. That's so scary. I show you guys this shit every day. And these are all different streets that I'm showing you every day. So, we were driving, and we had just gotten our weed, and we were coming back this way. And a house somewhere along this side, I don't know if it's any of these. I don't think it was, but I mean, again, all those are dead. It was one of these. We drove by, and you know, we had just shaved our heads, so we looked like fucking jagoffs. But we were like, you know, 17, 18, something like that. Look at this shit. And it was some white guys. I don't know what it was, But these white guys got like really mad at us. So we're driving, we pull up to the stop sign so we can turn onto the service drive, and these guys pull up next to us and they're like, what the fuck? And they're like talking all this shit. We're scared to fucking death. We don't know what the hell's going on. We didn't like mean mug these guys or anything. We don't know what's going on. I think one of the houses I used to buy weed from was like right around here. But we go driving, like I'm flying down the service drive. These guys are chasing after us. We get to the point where, you know, because it's a service drive, the freeway comes up to exit. So you have to stop to let the free traffic get out. So, you know, that spot is Telegraph Road. If you know Michigan, you know it's like Telegraph Road it's more vacant lots than houses. Yeah, for sure. But you know, Telegraph Road is like a main road. And so, look at this shit. So there's a lot of traffic coming off the freeway, so you can't just blow through that and hope you don't get hit. So I kind of have to stop. And when I do, these guys in this car, they come flying up and they skirt in front of me, so I can't just get through. And they get out, and I don't know if they have shit in their hands. I can't tell. I'm too focused. I cut the wheel. I go up over the curb, and like, I'm sure I fucked my car up doing it. But yeah, that was one of the scariest things that ever happened to me down here driving, buying weed. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Look at that garage. That is fucking cool. Somebody tried to make that beautiful. Somebody tried to do something with this piece of shit, and that was the thanks they get. I mean, for all we know, there's somebody in there. What is this? This is like a... I don't know if it's a daycare center or something. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that house. Look at how it's falling down. You can see it's like bowing out at the bottoms. I don't think that's on purpose. I don't think anybody lives there anyway. You got a little dog house. You actually would keep a dog outside. You live here? Somebody lives there. Yeah, look, car in the driveway. There's the air conditioner. Imagine what it's like to be a kid growing up in this neighborhood. Do you think the world cares about you? Do you think the kids that grow up in this shit think the world cares about them? Look at that shit. Look how amazing that house would be. Look at this. You know, the thing is, too, my head is on a swivel here. I'm always looking out. You never know what's going to happen. You know, you never know if somebody's going to come out of somewhere and try to fuck with you out here. Look at these people just got this. What they've done is they've just taken lots. Who's going to fucking stop them? Who's going to care? Maybe at some point somebody will come buy this property up or some shit. But that shit's not going to happen. Look at this. Your daily dose of Detroit. Look, truck just back there. That's a flatbed. You're telling me somebody doesn't need that flatbed truck? Jesus Christ. I don't even know where I'm going now. I'm just driving. Look at this shit. That's the house you come home to every day? Imagine the psychological damage it does to children who grow up in these neighborhoods. Look at this shit. Everywhere you look, it's just a nightmare. And this is because it's 8 in the morning. Like, imagine what it's like later on in the day or in the year when it's warm outside and you see the full elements of the hood. All of it, black, white, whatever. All of the hood is out here. And they're staring at you and they're sizing you up. Everybody out here is always sizing a motherfucker up. Trying to figure out how they can hit that lick. Look at this. Look at this. That fence is relatively new. Somebody gave a shit enough to build that fence. Trust me, like, I'm seriously, my head is on a swivel. I am constantly looking because I don't want somebody running up on my shit. Look at that. Somebody lives there. I think. I mean, I don't even know. Yep, somebody lives in these houses. These houses are such shit, and yet somebody still lives here. Look at this shit. This is just insane. Oh, you got a 2-car garage, do you? Like, that's actually a big-ass house. If it wasn't here, it would be a nice house. But it's here. Yeah. What do we got? Another eviction? I mean, you would think if you could get somebody to just pay to live here, you should be happy with it. Look at that. Do you know how bad the rats have to be out here? I mean, just the amount of rat bullshit the people out here have to deal with all these basically, like, it's like a rat condominium complex, right? Like, this is like rat New York City. And then you get these like little cool little houses. Like, somebody laid all those bricks down. That's probably a house that was here long before any of these other houses were. Oh.
Why aren't Goyim stressing, demanding better answers to the fact we are regressing, not curing AIDS or cancer? But we finally have our chance for a chance to win the game.
Look at this. This is the Rouge River here.
Before you light the flame. It's not your fault you've been assaulted.
Like in anywhere else, having a house with the river right across the street would be like, look at that. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Do you know how many people have probably gone over that? Running from cops and shit through here?
Altering our DNA. My problem is,
look at this house. How cool is that fucking house?
I need to use a better sword when cutting through the tough stakes that have us stuck in perpetual submission. Their fake news is the bluff, nagging at your intuition. Since again, it's not autism, it's something different altogether. And our blinding lack of vision means it's something that will never.
These old bridges, again, it's something that is just completely, ignored. Nobody's gonna talk about it, but these bridges here. Look at those kids. You see those kids?
Targeting our best, destroying comprehension, yet leaving all the rest to grow into a mess.
You know, somebody pointed out yesterday,
If you're stuck with the
yeah, you listen to your own shit. And I said, it's to promote it. But you know what? That's not true. I listen to my own shit, even when I'm not on it. You know why? Because I like it. I like listening to music that makes me think. I like listening to music that I can understand what's being said. I like listening to music that I'd be proud of if I wrote it. This is music to be proud of. So yeah, I listen to this shit all the time.
Remember the 1970s swine flu epidemic? Yeah, neither do I. But this thing called Google's been invented, so you might want to give it a try and see if this crazy guy is lying even slightly. When I say we tried to die because they told us that we might be dying of a slightly proven inconvenience. Their lips are sealed so tightly they're breathing through their penis. Okay, genius. That last line I made up. But at this point, if you're not squeamish, your lack of empathy sucks.
Oh, if you're ever in town, go get yourself a Napoli pizza. Napoli's is good. At least it used to be. I know they sold it, so maybe it's not the same good it used to be. But it used to be really good. Distractions like Epstein, he says. Cattle, nothing more.
It's time the Goy settle the score. It's not your fault you've been assaulted, you were taught to be this way. In this cult, some are exalted, starring in this faulty play. But if they're caught and we're appalled with how we're bought and told each day we'll break the law, that's the culprits altering our DNA. proposes we no longer call it autism. We propose we call it symptoms of a biological attack, or SOBA. People are born autistic. This is obviously something else, and as long as they have us battling over semantics, we're losing the war for our children. Yeah, baby. You don't.
Oh, blame Jesus.
Yeah, pass the seat. Go ahead and pass that plate around. Welcome to the TBG Tabernacle.
I don't know how I'm ever gonna live where my kids aren't there. Look at this. Look at that logo. Doesn't it look like the chicken is fucking the fish?
If I was pushing Jesus,
Ah, it's hilarious.
much easier herding sheep with their lips upon your anus. But what should have been deleted now pays charlatans to
My
shame
kid
us.
pointed that one out.
Be conceited to push something so damn dangerous. Strange that such nonsense holds favor. The game is a bust, an obvious failure. That if I only tailored my story to match, you'd then happily pay for the diamonds I snatch up. African backs so they make my fingers shiny. But I fall through the cracks while I try redefining all of the whining and crybaby wishing. Yet me toying the line brings thanks for my giving. See, selling losers that they're winning by accepting their submission only proves that truly sinning is the sheep blessing the vision that in God's humble opinion, we're only second-class cattle. Since those calling you Goyim are those who send you into battle.
Blame Jesus.
When
Your day's not going well, blame Jesus. When your life is going to hell, you give all your pay while you constantly pray. Why don't you hear the bell? Blame Jesus. Blame Jesus.
If I promised I could say,
Oh, I love it.
use no fairy tales, you call it a gay move, since you believe females shouldn't read emails or books or even words. And if I sold you that retail, you'd buy every hateful verse, since their voodoo only works if the fool accepts it does. If the truth is never heard, then you're lying just because. If he really was a was and now must be on vacation, you live with such a buzz, you must believe in space, man.
Space, man.
Controlling information means a lessened need for force. You make drunk and happy slaves when you distract them using sports. While you map out every course and influence every outcome, you must only lack remorse if you're keeping the devout dumb. If you think you know about nuns and clergy and the like, ask yourself who goes without some afternoon delight, or any day or night. And what makes their quest divine? Would you ever learn to fight from someone who's
0-9?
Blame Jesus.
Blame Jesus.
When your day's not going well, blame Jesus. When your life is going to hell, you give all you pay while you constantly pray. You need to change the things yourself. Blame Jesus. Blame Jesus. So after some deliberation, you should
give us money.
We can call it a donation. I'm not trying to be funny. See, I've accepted Sonny died across the bridge. And like Michael Corleone, it's time to kiss the kid. See, underneath my lid there lives careful calculation. And if I'm only talking shit, then recycled sanitation can really get you paid when you sell it to the marks. Who then call it fertilization and spread it around their parks. Their drones now spray us after dark, that way they make sure we're asleep. When you only swim with sharks, it's best you're not a sheep. Yet if the codes they use are cheap, why are they in the game? It's your fault you don't compete, since you could do the same. And with that, I drop the sham. I now sell what you want sold.
Got his new cocaine and I have it by the buttload.
And since you've all been told to keep your head down in the sand, your ass is so exposed that it's time to
Kick the can. Blame Jesus. When your day is gone to hell. Who you talking to? What? What you doing? What you doing? Come here. Shimon, man. Come on. You know how, like, you'll see squirrels chasing each other? And you'll be like, oh, they're playing tag. They're not. The one squirrel is chasing the other one, trying to rip its balls off. Because, you know, if you rip its balls off, then it can't procreate. When the fuck did that come?
Been last night.
Right, that's weird as shit. Because it was late.
Yeah, because when I went to Marvin's at 6, he still didn't have any mail, so that's...
You know who I blame?
Jesus.
Obama. I'm going back to Obama. I mean, we were singing Blame Jesus just before we came home. Blame Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh my me.
Check this one out from the parade. It's gold. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's what it... It's dumb.
Hilarious, though.
Yeah, but it's dumb. If you're stuck on a Trump train, you're fucking dumb. It's not like anything anybody talks about when it comes to Trump is some secret. Everything you talk about is part of the narrative you're given. You literally don't know anything other than what they want you to know. Bitch ass nigga. Pussy ass nigga. I see you looking with your looking ass nigga. You know the rule, kill them all and keep moving. If I die today, it'd be a holiday. I'm not a star. Somebody lied. I got a chopper in the car, so don't make it come alive. Rip your ass apart, then I pull myself together. YMCMB, double R, we rich forever. The bigger the bullet, the more that bitch gon' bang. Right? That's what you want to hear. That's what you can relate to. All you white kids in the suburbs. Man, if you can't relate to the struggles of those growing up in the hood, who can you relate to? You know what I mean? I mean, your parents wouldn't even buy you the Jordan 5s. They were like, your Jordan 4s are good enough. I mean, what the fuck? Assholes. I said I wanted a BMW. Okay? Don't want this free fucking Tesla. See that video of that little black girl of all people who was given the Tesla and was pissed about it? She was like, I wanted a Benz. She'd have been like, I didn't want a car. That's what I would have heard.
7:30 and 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh,
www.facebook.com/thebuilder.
blame Jesus.
Jesus. Wow.
Wow. Wow. We have 3 viewers in 40 minutes. I am not okay with that. So I'm going to reset. Hopefully we throw a better line out this next time. So hopefully you guys, if you're watching, you come back. If you can't, I get it. But come back. Pedophiles kill yourself.